I have some news. There is a heart available for transplant.
What?
Was it located through the donor network?
How soon can it be flown in?
It's already here.
Are they sure it's a match?
Yes, the lab just confirmed it.
Oh, thank God. I told you we were going to beat this. Oh.
Who's this, sweetie?
I wanted to know something, and I'm not sure if you're allowed to tell me. I wanted to know whose heart it is.
We aren't allowed to say for at least a year who the donor is, but in this case, the widow okayed your family knowing.
Because?
The heart is Richard Winslow.
Richard.
Yeah. It's hard to absorb, isn't it? I mean, one family's worst nightmare is another family's lifesaver. Excuse me.
Thank you for telling me, Lillian.
You're welcome, but I couldn't have done it if Cassie hadn't okayed it.
Richard's heart. Well, I'm going to tell my dad and Rick, because I think they'd want to know.
Wait a second. Why was it so important for you to know that?
Anything that affects Rick's case is important to me.
Is that all? I don't think so.
No.
What? Tell me.
This, isn't easy. But
Well, tell me.
over the last couple of days, the weaker Rick got, the more determined Mel became to get him through this.
So she's his wife. She's a doctor.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. She knew the time was running out. She knew it was now or never for this transplant.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the feeling that Mel would do anything to get Rick through this.
Well, honey, come on. What are you saying? That Mel pulled the plug on Richard so that Rick could get his heart?
The actor's gone, there's only you and me. And if we break before the dawn, they'll use up what we used to be. If again the seas are silent in any still alive, it'll be those who gave their island to survive. Drink up, dreamers, you're running dry.
Okay.
How is he?
He's in serious but stable condition for the time being.
What's the prognosis?
We all know it's impossible to tell how a transplant will take in the early stages. You got to worry about rejection, infection.
Yeah, but what did Dr. Pierce say, Dad?
The surgery went as well as could be possibly expected.
Is that a direct quote?
Yes. At the moment, there is a new, strong, healthy heart beating in Rick Bauer's chest.
Well, you admit it, Doctor. You had a soulful little chat with Cassie just at the right moment, pulled a few strings, had the appropriate staff turn in the opposite direction, and voila. Richard's heart was donated to Rick.
All right, look, you're upset, so why don't you just go home?
What? I miss this opportunity to congratulate the Bowers on their great good fortune? Never.
Then lower your voice, because this is a hospital.
It is? I thought Cedars was your family fiefdom. It certainly has been a blessing to the poor ailing Rick, who has benefited abundantly from Bauer medical and emotional support. Well, here she is, Miss L, the dutiful daughter, oh, and physician's assistant, not to mention Papa Bauer, surgeon and shaman, and the newest addition to the family, the blushing bride who is also a doctor.
Oh, God, would you just leave?
Not until I get an answer. Your son, Rick, received the very best care possible, along with my brother's heart in the bargain. Yes or no?
Yes!
Well, no need to be ashamed, is there? After all, it was a gift of life, wasn't it? It's just a pity my brother couldn't have one arranged for him as well.
It was a completely different circumstance. Nothing could be done to help your brother.
Well, he certainly wasn't going to receive the level of attention that Rick got. It's just a pity that Richard wasn't born a Bauer.
That's enough.
No, please don't misunderstand me, Doctor. I admire your dedication to your own. Just pity the poor prince who lands in Cedars with nary a doctor of the immediate family to work the system to his advantage. If Richard had been as fortunate as Rick with round-the-clock surveillance, then, well, who's to say he wouldn't survive? But no, they'll leave poor Rick pining away for a heart, I suppose. If indeed it wasn't his bed that was empty.
Dr. Bauer, you need some help getting rid of this guy?
What's the matter, man? Not entitled to my grief? To a certain amount of outrage? My brother suffered a stroke, was put on a ventilator, and died, and no one lifted a finger to contact me. No one even consulted me about his last bequest. It sickens me.
Yeah, you were really disrespected, Edmund. You who made Richard's life hell every chance you got.
Shut up.
Richard's dead, and once again, you are making this all about you.
Santos wing of the family. The only group that can make the Bowers look good.
Danny, don't. Look, I am sorry about Richard. He was a wonderful man, and he gave Rick a priceless gift. But it is a shame that you don't have the kind of heart that he did.
Honey.
What's going on?
Mr. Winslow is expressing his grief.
Richard was a Winslow Lillian, and he deserved far better than this.
Yes, he did. I'm so sorry. But everything humanly possible was done for Richard.
Words. All words.
Come on, Edmund. Richard was everything that you weren't, and you hated him for it.
How dare you?
So cut the act. Nobody's buying it.
God, you're a fool. All of you. Pathetic, arrogant fools. You're all so smug. You're all sure everything you do and even think is right. Well, hear this. And hear this well. What happened in this place to my brother was wrong. Dead wrong. And you have not heard the last of this business.